What's up, guys? Sleepz here with another episode of My Journey to an Ultimate Team, and we're going to start this episode off in our transfer list, and we did manage to sell that Informed Ben Arfa finally. We sold him for 60,000 coins, so fortunately for us, we're not going to be taking a loss on that card. And I did also sell the only things that were worth selling from our fitness team. We got Duda for 1,000 coins. That's probably the highlight of it all. A couple thousand coins made from our old team. And now it is time to put together our new team, or I should say make the signings at least. We're going to be playing in a 4-3-3 attack, which isn't really a formation I commonly use, but I'm going to try it out this time around, and our front three is going to be that guy, Promes, I think his name is pronounced. We have Doumbia at striker, and at left wing, we're going to have the 5-star skiller, Kishna. So a very cheap attack, but also very good, and it has lots of pace. We've got some skill moves up there, so things are going to look nice there. And then this is going to be our midfield. We're going to have Parolo at the left center mid. We're going to have Eremenko at cam, which is one of the main reasons I use this team. I really want to try out Eremenko. And finally, we're going to have Witsel on the right center mid position. And now let's move on to our defense. This is the only suspect position in the entire team. I think Radu is the only somewhat suspect position because he's a little bit slow for a fullback, but we'll see how he does. Our other center backs are going to be Okore and Richards. And at right back, we're going to have this really pacey Russian right back, Smolnikov or something like this. And in goal, we're going to have Guzan. So that's the look of the team. We're going to see it here in a second once we buy this one. And again, I try to make very cheap teams with for the fitness squad, and this team was extremely cheap. I think no more than like 12 to 15k, somewhere in that range, and it looks very solid. We've got the pacey center backs to hold down the defense. We've got a decent goalkeeper, fantastic attack, and let's see if we can pick up a win in our first match with the new fitness team. And if you guys like the new fitness team, make sure to hit the like button to let me know, and let's see how we get on with the team. Now we're going to play in Doumbia here. A great ball there from the main man that I wanted to use, which was Eremenko. Finds him, gets himself a first assist, and Doumbia gets himself a debut goal. And then there is Parolo with the shot from distance, and that is the thing that I really like about this team. Most of my midfielders can shoot from distance, so I always feel like I'm posing a threat no matter where I am on the pitch, and that's something that I think my last fitness team kind of lacked. The only one that could really shoot was Duda. But anyway, we do win this first match with our fitness team, 2-1. We get 3 points from our first game. What more could you ask for? And I gotta say, first impressions from that first match with the fitness team, I really like it. Like, I like it leaps and bounds more than our last team, and hopefully they can keep getting us good results. Let's move on to the next match. This guy has a couple of good players in there. He's got Hazard, Bale, Sturridge up top. Some poor chemistry, but it didn't really matter because that was one of those boring games. I will say that we were very evenly matched, though. I think a draw was the fair result. I just wish there would have been some goals in it. So a draw is fair enough. And now let's move right back onto the fitness team, which I was pretty excited to use again. And our next opponent has a 4-3-1-2 Premier League team, and he's actually using Depay and Walcott at striker. So we know those guys have loads and loads of pace, so that's going to be very dangerous. And right here, I'm trying to play it smart. I'm trying to clear the danger. I was kind of under pressure. He ends up winning the header in midfield, and just like that, soon after, Coutinho's in, and he's not going to miss a one-on-one like that. And then have a look at this from Walcott. Like, okay, I expect Walcott to be quick, but I mean, apparently he's the Incredible Hulk as well. I'm on the ball. I'm trying to, or I should say, I'm pressuring him with Radu, and I just could not push him off the ball. He makes it 2-0, and then he puts his controller down at some point. Maybe his controller died, and we pounced on the opportunity to make it 2-1, and then we equalize in the dying minutes of the game. Eremenko on the volley, and he actually has pretty decent volleys. I think it's somewhere like around the 85 range. So he finishes that volley nicely, and we managed to scrape back a point in that one where we could have been looking like a loss. So let's move on to the next match. So far, undefeated in Division 2, but we do have 2 draws, and we know how dangerous that can turn into if we start stacking up too many draws. They eventually can be just as bad as losing matches. So let's pick up 3 points in this next match. This guy has another Premier League team, Rondon up top with Remy. We cut inside with Huntelaar, play that off to Maxime, and Maxime gets himself on the score sheet. And it's actually been quite some time since Maxime got himself on the score sheet, so I was happy that he got himself a goal here. And then now we're on the ball with Huntelaar. We cut inside, 2 ball rolls, cut it back to the right, and Huntelaar puts that one in the corner to make it 2-0. And then in this next clip, this guy's making a run down the left-hand side. I know he's going to fake shot, but I kind of made a mistake there. I shouldn't have pressed the circle button to tackle. I should have just kind of stood him up and see where he was going to go. I ended up giving away a penalty. Very sloppy defending on my part, and this guy puts away one of the most perfect penalties you're ever going to see. I mean, that was right in the top right-hand corner. We kill the game off, though, as we play in Huntelaar, and even though he has 66 pace, he was in the correct position. He managed to get away from everybody. Nobody caught up to him, and Huntelaar kills the game off, making it 3-1. And I think I'm going to go ahead and say it, guys. I think from my experiences so far anyway, I think you can actually get away with using a slow striker up top this year. Like, Huntelaar only has 66 pace. we're using Chicharito, who has 86 if I'm not mistaken. There's a difference in 20 pace there, and Huntelaar is doing just fine. He has more goals and the same amount of assists already in about half the games. So I think this year you can actually get away with using a slow striker. So if you're obviously playing your own ultimate team, don't be discouraged to try somebody with a little bit less pace. I think you'll be surprised by the results you get from them. Anyway, we're up in this one 1-0. Very lucky goal. Eremenko makes it 1-0 from a deflected shot that ends up falling to him very kindly, and then Kishna gets his first, kind of similar. Doumbia cuts inside, deflection falls to Kishna. Maybe we're a bit fortunate in this one. And then on the ball here, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do. I'm kind of waiting to see what my best option is. I end up taking it, passing it out to our right wing Promise, and he actually fouls me. So just like that, we're up 3-0 after Doumbia converts the penalty. And we were just all over this guy in this game, to be honest, and he's starting to be a little casual because I think the pressure was just too much and he didn't want to he wanted to keep the ball for a bit, to be honest. We end up nicking it off him in his own box. We make it 4-0 there with Kishna, and then Kishna wanted a hat trick apparently because we cut this back to him, and on the first time finish right into the corner. I was actually surprised with how good Kishna's finishing was, considering he only has 67 shooting, so very surprised that he was putting away some of those chances first time. But anyway, guys, that was the last match of the episode. It is now time to open a pack because, as you guys know, we open a pack every 5 episodes in this series. Let's see if our luck can improve. We haven't had too much luck as of late, and let's see who the card is going to be in this one. We actually get Kiesling, which is kind of funny because I was debating on whether to get Kiesling or Huntelaar in the team. I ended up going Huntelaar, which proved to be a good decision, I guess you can say. Nothing else in there at all. Of course, we're going to keep the consumables, and I'm actually going to try to sell that stadium, and I guess I can just tell you guys now, I did manage to sell the stadium, but I'm not going to include the clip because we only sold them for 500 coins, and I actually ended up discarding Kiesling. So that's how the pack ended up going, and that's going to be it for this episode, guys. We played pretty well in Division 2 so far. We're 3-2-0. We're in for a shout, definitely still for the title. And quickly, I know you guys might be wondering, where's the trading? I know a lot of people watch this series for the trading. I just didn't manage to find any good deals, guys. I mean, I was literally trading for about 3-4 hours non-stop. Couldn't get one, but I can already tell you guys I have a trade for next episode because I've already done that trading session, so you guys do have that to look forward in tomorrow's video. So that's going to be it for this episode, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying the series. Please leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.